It's been a while since I did my last Q&A video, so you guys know the drill. I asked you on Instagram to ask me any questions, and today I'm gonna be answering them. Getting right into it, did you ever feel like quitting YouTube? Every day. I'm just kidding. There are some days though where I really do feel like I just want to shut down my account, get rid of all of my social media, and move off the grid and never speak to anyone ever again. That's very dramatic, but I also think that a lot of people feel the same way sometimes. What pet cams do you use for your hamsters' enclosures? So if you didn't know, each of my hamsters' enclosures has a security camera inside of it because I have a lot of anxiety around my hamsters and I need to make sure that they are alive 24/7 or else I will panic. So the cameras that I use are the Waze V3 security cameras. They are small cubes that I've attached inside of the enclosure where the hamsters cannot reach, and it will just record onto an SD card for me and I can watch back whenever I want. How many cats have you had? So I have had 4 in total. The first cat I ever had was named Tigger and he was a male tabby cat. Then I had Callie, my female calico cat. And then we come to the 2 that I currently have. We have Sadie, my dilute calico cat, and then JJ, my black fluffy cat. What pets would you never get? So I really hope my answer doesn't offend anybody, and also don't hold this against me. Who knows what could happen in the future, but I don't think I will ever get rats or mice. And there's a couple of reasons for this. I have quite a few friends that own rats and mice and have for quite a few years now. And so I have gotten to witness their experiences firsthand. And it's kind of turned me off of wanting to own them. The first thing is that rats and mice both have significantly short lifespans, very similar to hamsters. The other thing is that they also are very, very prone to health issues. Hamsters also are prone to health issues, but I noticed just that rats and mice seem to just be even more prone, possibly. And then the third thing is that they are social animals. This means that they always need to be bonded with another. And with a short lifespan and health issues, you are always going to be bonding. And bonding is so stressful to do. At least with rabbits, when you bond your rabbits together, you know that you're going to have at least a very long time before you're going to have to bond again because their lifespan is longer. With rats and mice, their lifespan is just way shorter. So you are going to seem like you are always constantly bonding animals. And I just don't think I can handle that. How can we show love to our hamsters? So I personally think the best way to show a hamster love is not necessarily like holding and petting them or giving them affection, because majority of hamsters don't really like affection, but I personally think that the best way to show love is to give them their basic care needs, give them a varied diet, give them all of the enrichment they need to keep their brains stimulated, and you're gonna end up with a happy and thriving hamster if you do those basic things. Have you ever been recognized in public by a fan? If so, what's your best/worst fan experience? So I've only been recognized in public once so far, and it was a really great experience. It wasn't something that I was expecting because I've not been recognized before. If you're currently watching this video, hello. It was so lovely to meet you, and I do apologize if I seemed very shook or awkward. I'm just a very socially awkward person, so I apologize. Favorite plant. So I technically don't have a favorite plant. Anytime somebody asks me what my favorite plant is, I kind of just switch it up, never let them know your next move. But for today, we will say, that my favorite plant right now is the Hoya compacta. This is like a vine plant, and it has very, very compact crinkled leaves. I think it's so cute. Do you plan on moving out of your apartment? So as you may know, I currently live in a condo. This is my first home. I I pray that I don't have to live in this the rest of my life. My goal is to eventually get a house, and hopefully the dream is to also get some acreage or land so that I'm able to own other outdoor animals like some ducks, chickens, and a Highland cow. I love them so much, and obviously a dog. Have you ever thought about fostering animals? So this is definitely a thought that has crossed my mind, and it is something that I would love to do because there are so many animals that are in need of foster homes. But currently, because of my living situation, my home only has so many rooms, and I would like to either have a specific room or at least a section in my home where I could have the foster animals so that they are not mingling in with my pets that I currently own, because they kind of have to be a little bit quarantined. I also don't want my pets I currently have to be affected by any other animals or get sick from them. Favorite rabbit breed. So I don't actually really have a favorite rabbit breed. Whatever rabbits are up for adoption, whichever one is going to suit my home and lifestyle is probably the one I'm going to go with. But in the future, I would like to adopt either a Flemish giant rabbit or a Rex rabbit. Has your hamster ever bit you? So yes, of course, I have been bitten before. I don't actually remember how many times I've been bitten. There's definitely been quite a few times in the past, but the most recent one would be with Mabel when she was free roaming in the bathroom and I had the playpen set up, and she was trying to lift the playpen, and I decided that it would be a really good idea to just put my hand in the way, and she latched onto my pinky, and then it was gushing blood, so that was really great. What is your favorite color? So my favorite color used to be like the same color as this plant pot back here. It has since changed, so my current favorite color is actually sage green. It's kind of similar to my nails. I have a bunch of new like sage green clothes, so that is the current little phase I'm going through, is sage green. What triggers your anxiety? So my anxiety revolves around social situations, so things like phone calls, video calls, making appointments, making new friends, or meeting new people. These are all things that trigger me, which is really upsetting because there's a lot of things I'd like to do in life, but I often will not do them because I am too scared. I get really into my head about thinking like how to talk to people or when to jump in and put your opinion in. I have a lot of things to say a lot of the time, but for the majority of my life, I'm a very silent, quiet person, and I let everybody else talk because I'm sitting there going, okay, when should I say this thing? And then like the moment passes and I'm like, oh, I can't say it now. So yeah, that's my life. I wish I didn't struggle with that. I wish I was extroverted instead of introverted. How do you manage so many pets? I think this really varies person to person. Like one person may be only able to take care of 1 to 2 pets, whereas another person could be fine taking care of 20 pets. It also depends on the species. Currently, my limit would be 7 pets, which is what I currently own. I think if I got any more pets, unless it was like a fish or something, I think it would be pushing myself a little too far. Currently, with the amount of pets that I have, even on my lowest low days or when I'm sick, I still am able to get out of bed and give them their basic needs, like feeding them, giving them water, doing a bit of cleaning. So I'm still able to do all of those things. And if I got more pets, I don't know if I would be able to do that. Do you have a boyfriend? I do not. I'm as single as a Pringle, which I don't know where that exactly came from because Pringles are literally in a can with 50 other Pringles, and that is not very single to me. But the only boyfriend that I currently have is JJ. What do you do when you're on vacation? Do you have a pet sitter? So I actually do have a vacation booked for January 2023, and I'm going to be gone for 10 days. I do have a very, very trusted friend who is going to be coming and staying in my place and looking after all of my animals. She is somebody who has watched a lot of my videos. She knows the basic care for each of the species, and she also owns her own animals. So she is very capable of doing basic things for my animals. I'm also going to be making sure that the animal's care is going to be extremely basic. There are things that I do for my pets currently that they don't necessarily need to be done. They can go without for 10 days. So I also am going to be doing a video when the time comes more about this, because people always ask, what do you do when you go on vacation and have so many pets? What is your zodiac sign? I am a Capricorn, and I actually am the cutoff date of a Capricorn. I was born January 19th, and it's funny to think if I was born one more day, I would be an Aquarius. But I think I actually fit the Capricorn, whatever it is. I think I fit it pretty well. Which is your dream plant to own? I don't really have dream plants. I usually just have a list of plants I would like to obtain, and if I get them, then that's great. One that I currently do want is an elephant ear, which I am going to be getting because my friend's mom is going to be giving me a piece of hers. I just really love big, huge tropical plants. Those are my favorites. And the last question is, do you think you'll have hamsters your whole life? So it's really, really hard to see into the future and what the future is going to look like. I could literally die tomorrow. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but it is a very big possibility. But I do think I am always going to have at least one hamster. I really do enjoy the hamster hobby. I love being able to have really huge enclosures and filling them with enrichment and making them look really natural and fun. And even if the hamster is one that doesn't like interacting with humans, I still would literally be fine with that, because I find it really rewarding to just give a hamster a good life, even if they don't want to interact with humans. Just knowing that they're happy and they're not being put into like a small critter trail cage. So those are all of the questions I'm going to be answering today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!